Since 2002, we've had 6 movies, 2 reboots, and 3 Spider-Men. Now, just when audiences might be getting a little sick of the franchise, Marvel swoops in to deliver a crowd-pleasing comedy that's gonna keep Spider-Man in theaters until the f***ing sun burns out of the sky. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Probably.
Tobey Maguire couldn't keep it up. Andrew Garfield couldn't get it started. But Tom Holland hits the ground swinging in a great reboot that just assumes you're all caught up on the MCU.
Pretty sure this guy's a war criminal now, but whatever.
Complete with a glossed-over origin story, an actor who doesn't have premature old face, and a villain who doesn't already have some forced personal connection to Peter Parker.
Unless his dad.
All right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's how it goes.
Witness a brand new
Spider-Man.
take on Spider-Man. He's a millennial now who can't stay off his phone.
What is the current standard unit
Can I
of
take this real
radioactive?
quick? I'll only be a sec. Fine.
Constantly vlogs, watches himself on YouTube, and has zero patience for anything.
Hey, how long we been here anyways?
37 minutes. What?
He's got all of the usual spider skills, plus a powerful new one. Never facing consequences for his actions, whether he's getting away with ditching detention,
Hey, where you going? Get back here.
quitting on his team,
You can't just quit on us, stroll up, and be welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, Peter.
falsely imprisoning people,
Shouldn't steal cars, it's bad. It's my car, dumbass!
wrecking a car, wrecking a store, wrecking a ferry, or wrecking his girlfriend's entire life.
Whatever's going on with you, I hope you figure it out.
You can be sure this web slinger will get off with no more than a stern talking to.
You're a good kid, and you're a smart kid, so just try to keep your head straight, okay? Okay. All right, get out of here.
Wow, the older I get, the more I relate to J. Jonah Jameson.
He's a menace to the entire city. I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted.
You've seen him as Batman and Birdman. Now, prepare for Michael Keaton's third winged creature role as the Vulture. He's a blue-collar guy who gets shafted by Stark Industries. And instead of filing a lawsuit against a billionaire clearly in the wrong, he'll build a giant bird mech jetpack? You'll be bored stiff when Vulture fights Spider-Man in bland CGI slugfests, but genuinely scared when he's just being Michael Keaton.
Were you scared? I bet you were glad when your old pal Spider-Man showed up in the elevator, though.
Sorry, Uncle Ben and Richard Parker. There's a new absentee dad in town, Tony Stark. Iron Man is back as the drunk rich stepfather you'd expect him to be, who'll build you a killer robot suit,
Activating instant kill.
send you into battle at 15, then literally phone in his parenting until you screw up enough to get his attention.
It's true.
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
Really, Tony? You just fought your best friend over keeping tabs on superheroes, and you just let your pet superhero run amok. Is anyone paying attention to the timeline anymore? This is approaching X-Men levels of sloppy.
She sends Bishop back in time.
Now just his consciousness into his younger self.
Wow.
So enjoy another Super Smash hit whose success was far from guaranteed, with 2 competing studios fighting for control, 6 different screenwriters, and a director with just 2 low-budget indies to his name.
Good.
Dang, it's like Sony finally cracked the code on how to make the Spider-Verse happen. Let Marvel do the work. Starring Tom Netherlands, Drunkle Stark, Only Winners Do Drugs, Chef,
Oh, God.
the disembodied voice of Jennifer Connelly,
You can call me Karen if you would like.
Marissa Tomei, Vulture, or the unexpected virtue of casting Michael Keaton. Technically in the movie, Tony Ravioli, Mary Pixie Jane Girl. Hey there, Martin Starr now. Not your Asian sidekick. And Wonder Woman? The perks of being a wall crawler. Bold move putting a set piece in an elevator shaft. Spider-Man can't catch a break with that.
Nope.
So what's the movie about? Well, it takes place a couple of months after Civil War. Okay, so Tony Stark has just made a big deal about superheroes having to be responsible. Exactly. So at the beginning of this movie, Tony leaves a weaponized spider suit with a high school student and then doesn't take his calls. Oh, very cool. Yeah, and it's equipped with a ton of crazy stuff. There's a bunch of web modes, a recon drone, glider wings, web grenades, even an instant kill mode that kind of turns on by itself. And Tony just leaves that in the hands of a teenager. Well, he left a software block on the crazier stuff. Oh, so it's it's impossible for Peter to access those modes. Actually super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, well, Peter's friend Ned from high school hacks into the suit and just unblocks everything. Oh, hacking. They also take a tracker route so Tony and Happy can't see where he goes. So Stark Technology's like the best in the world. This Ned guy must be really smart. He's not. I mean, I guess technically he is, but we're gonna play him as really dumb. Oh, interesting. Yeah, like in the first part of the movie, he keeps loudly asking Peter super sensitive questions. Oh, that's dumb. Yeah, you'd think that would be a no-brainer for anyone, right? And he's able to hack Stark tech. He is, so Peter has access to a bunch of functionalities. Interesting. Yeah, and it was really fun to write, because whenever I didn't know how to solve a problem in a scene, I was like, oh, well, maybe the Stark suit has a mode to solve this. That's smart. Yeah, and when that didn't work, I just have Iron Man swoop in and save the day. People like Iron Man. They do. Oh, that reminds me, the suit has a Jarvis interface, so we might have to get Paul Bettany back if possible. Oh, actually, we can't do that. How come? Well, he's transformed into Vision now. Oh, that's right. I can see if his wife is available. Jennifer Connelly, yeah, perfect. Great. So does this movie have a villain? Because I'd like to start casting ASAP. It does. He's called the Vulture. The Vulture. So kind of like he's like a bird man. A bird man. Okay. I can work with that, that'll help. Awesome, so what's his deal? Well, he was hired to clean up alien debris after the invasion in the first Avengers movie. Interesting, tying it together. Yeah, but then he was fired, so he became a supervillain to support his family. Just a 180 like that. Yeah, pretty much immediately. So he and his crew start stealing alien debris and use them to make super weapons. Oh, you'd think the government would be keeping really close watch on that stuff. You'd think so, but we jump forward 8 years in time and Vulture's doing great, no problems at all. Wow. Yeah, and it's like they're not even being that secretive about it. No, they're just selling to like run-of-the-mill criminals for robberies and stuff. Just anyone. It seems that way. Plus one of the guys likes to demo them in open spaces. At another point, they're literally on the news. And nobody's looking too deeply into this. Not really, no, but Spider-Man decides to. Oh, he does he? Yeah, and it's gonna lead to some pretty crazy action. Like, we're really stepping things up from the older Spider-Man movies. I'm listening. So you know in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, there's Peter's love interest falling from high up inside a tower? Yeah. Well, in this movie, we're gonna have Peter's love interest falling from high up inside a tower, except now that tower is the Washington Monument. What's wrong? I think that's a mistake. It is? Yeah, I do. I think the Washington Monument is technically an obelisk, not a tower. Oh, but you like the idea. Oh yeah, no, I love the idea. Love interest falling from high up, that's amazing. Great, and we're also gonna do the Jesus thing from Spider-Man 2. Jesus thing? You know when Tobey Maguire is trying to stop a train with some webs and it looks like he's gonna poop? Oh yeah. Yeah, so basically that, but with a ferry that gets cut in half. How does he manage to get the ferry back together? Well, I couldn't think of a way for the suit to take care of it, so Iron Man swoops in and saves the day. Gotcha, that's a good system, right? It made this so easy to write. So what's the climax of the movie? Oh, so Happy Hogan is having a bunch of super dangerous and valuable stuff shipped for Tony. He does that even though there's this big bad guy flying around stealing dangerous and valuable stuff? Yeah. Yes, he does. So I guess he's gonna have some pretty crazy security on that shipment. No, he puts it on a plane and sets the plane to autopilot. That's it? Oh, it's invisible. Does that help? No. How did the Vulture and his team learn so much about the plans to ship this stuff? Oh, we're not gonna explain that. Oh, that's a gutsy move, because some people might consider that lazy writing, but I know you're just trying to keep some mystery. I like it. Yes, because of the mystery. That's why I did that. And how does the movie end? Yes. Well, Tony had taken Peter's suit away because he went after the Vulture, which was reckless. Right. And at the end, he offers him a new suit because he went after the Vulture, which was brave. Okay, so Spider-Man ends the movie with an even better suit. Actually, no, that's a pretty big moment. Go on. Tony offers him this amazing Iron Spider suit, but he's like, no thanks. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a huge character moment. I like that, right? It sends the message of like, I don't need Iron Man. Exactly, by not taking the suit, it's like, I am my own person. Yeah, and I think the decision to not get in the suit is really gonna define the character moving forward. I love it.
right away. So, you know, it's funny. I actually just recently watched The Impossible with Tom Holland, and that movie showed me he's more than capable of heading on these big budget films, and obviously being Spider-Man, and I think he's got Chaos something coming out later on. He's got a lot of big movies he's doing. Oh, also Uncharted, I forgot. But he's more than capable. And I really enjoyed him in Civil War when he first shows up, but having his own film in Homecoming, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. And actually, I might do a poll on this because I think Homecoming is the best Spider-Man movie as far as the MCU. Obviously, we've only got two of them. But outside of Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, I think this is one of the best ones. Now, Into the Spider-Verse is, I think, my all-time favorite Spider-Man movie. And that's animated, so I kind of put that in its own little category. But overall, that's just the best. But I might do a little poll on that. later on today. So you can vote on that. Which one's your favorite? But Homecoming was really good. I enjoyed it. Actually, I enjoy Homecoming more than I enjoy Far From Home. Mysterio's great in Far From Home, and that whole sequence where he's tricking Peter Parker, well, tricking Spider-Man. But it's all right. I like Homecoming a whole lot more just as a standalone movie on its own. Between these two, though, as far as Pitch Meeting and Honest Trailer, I think I would give it to Pitch Meeting, but like by default, just because the format that he uses, that Ryan George uses, is just better. I think Honest Trailer might have had a few more jokes in reference to the characters and the story. Pitch Meeting, it made fun of it, but it was just in a different way. But I just enjoy that format a little bit more. So, I guess I'll go with Pitch Meeting. Let me know which one that you choose. Obviously, like this video if you enjoy this content, but let's see which one comes out on top. I might do a poll for this too, maybe. But I think Pitch Meeting's gonna just kind of murder this one when compared to the Honest Trailer. Let me know your thoughts though on Homecoming, Spider-Man, Tom Holland, all that. Let's talk about it. I don't know if you saw, got a little Miles Morales shirt from the game. I played that too. The game is awesome. I played the game. The first one. I haven't played Miles Morales yet, so I just beat the first one with Peter Parker. I'm going to get the Miles Morales one next and check that out. So if you played that, let me know what you think of that game as well. So let's just chat. Let's chat in the comments about it. Before you go though, if you are subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. This is actually the first versus of the new year. So starting out with Spider-Man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the On My Mind crew. Join us. You can comment, you can give suggestions on things you want me to watch and react to, and we'll kind of go from there. So before you go, check out some of our other versus reactions. We got a ton of those over here. You can also check out one of our more recent versus reactions, which was for John Wick. Hilarious. So funny. Check that out. Again, if you've seen all that though, then I'll see you guys in the comments for this one.